There's moments late at night when there's still times I wonder about the roads not taken, the lives we almost lived if we had stayed in Canada. Hi, I'm Carrie, and this is just a little corner of my part of the internet where I share my reality of rebuilding my life abroad in Albania. And what if retirement for me looked like a snowy, dusty morning, forests covered in snow, the lakes glistening with the sun beating off of them, those campsites that I used to visit and go to every summer. Living in the Ottawa Valley meant peace, quiet, harmony, places that I imagined myself slowing down one day and just relaxing. Maybe waking up early in the morning and taking a stroll to that corner cafe, going out on my front porch and seeing those neighbors that I have known for so many years, breathing in that cold northern air that always somehow made me feel alive, made me feel comfortable, living inside that Canadian culture, that rhythm where every language and every person was somebody I knew and knew how to speak. That vision, it sounded so beautiful to me. But dreams and realities, sometimes the two of them just don't match up. And the truth is, retirement in Canada was starting to be something I just couldn't believe in anymore. After being a stay-at-home mom for 25 years, raising my children, building a home, and putting family first. I wasn't building a career. I wasn't building a retirement plan. And when I started looking at the future, honestly, the numbers just weren't adding up. CPP and old age pension were going to be tough, not with the costs of rent, the groceries, the internet, the cell phone bills. You get it, you know. If you're living in Canada, you get this list. And I was also doing it with no baby bonus and no child support. That was even harder. Everything kept rising, except for the feeling of security and that terrifying realization that the costs keep going up and the amount of money I was making wasn't. And CPP and old age pension was going to be half of what I was already bringing in. And if I wasn't terrified enough, add being a mom to that, especially when you're still trying to build a future for the last child you have at home, a future for yourself to retire on. So I chose Tirana. I chose Albania. And no, it wasn't some romantic escape clause type story. Well, not exactly. This move, it came from survival, from needing a life where I could actually breathe, where retirement didn't mean struggling. It didn't mean have tons of roommates to keep the roof over your head, where every month wasn't a panic attack to pay the bills. Life, it moves so much slower here. People sit in cafes for hours, enjoying life. Families, they still matter here. And for the first time in a long time, I don't feel like I'm drowning under the pressure of simple existing. Do I still miss Canada? I miss the forests, the lakes, the camping, the excitement of the things that I could do on a daily basis. For fun, anyways. I miss my family, and I miss my friends. Canada will always, always be a part of me. Don't get me wrong, I love my country that I lived in. Just my country couldn't provide what I needed anymore. But sometimes love isn't the place where you can survive there. And that's the heartbreaking fact. And I did everything right. I raised my family. I sacrificed. I scraped and saved. I gave a life of motherhood. And somehow, yet, and retirement still felt out of reach. And that's something people just don't talk enough about, especially women, especially mothers. So when people ask me why I moved to Albania, the real answer, I came looking for stability, for peace, for dignity, and maybe for a version of life that may feel possible. Not perfect, but possible. And honestly, that means everything. And thank you so much for being on this journey with me. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment. I try my very best to answer every single one of them. And if you liked, please like and subscribe. And if this touched you in any way, I hope that it gives you a little bit of clarification on why I moved abroad, and hopefully it helps you to move too. Thank you. Until next time, have a wonderful day.